right, here we go. This is gonna dictate exactly what happened.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you.
Show your face.
I'm not mad at
That's
you.
okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the
All right,
car.
take it back.
Good.
Yikes. Yikes. All right, let's go back. Oh man, I was hoping that I was wrong. I don't. There's. This really sucks. Okay, so again, I just posted this video as I was editing the video last night that I posted last night. That's when I saw that this came up. I was hoping to God that even though the unfortunates of the situation, that it wasn't somebody that thought they were invincible. Because it seems like that's what's happening a lot nowadays. People are assuming that they're invincible, assuming that they could just do whatever. And especially the fact that it seems like these politicians on the left side are really, these socialists are really going out and like telling people to be aggressive and telling them to, do all these wild things, or like egging them on day after day after day to go out and do these things. Just like, it makes me upset. Anyways, okay. So once again, blocking the road. Why? Why were you here? That's first and foremost. Like I said before, there was a video I was watching. They were saying she was a great girl, and she probably was a great individual, great mom, and all this stuff. Mother of three. Think she is lesbian, and they were saying that she didn't. I don't know. She was never activist when it comes to politics and all this, that, and the third. She was just bringing her kids to school, and then this happened. Bro, no, even with the first video, that didn't seem like something that just happened. And this made it clear that this wasn't something that just happened. These are individuals that assumed that they were above the law and thought they could do whatever that they wanted to do. Now, again, was death the absolute right answer? No. But like I said before, in these type of situations, this happens. This happens plenty of times, but it all starts from the root. So once again, going back to the root, why are we here? Why are we at this moment? Why is her car parallel with the road like this, perpendicular with the road like this? I don't understand. Officer is getting out the car. The interesting thing is, like, he was already recording. I guess to have some type of proof, since they don't have body cams, like this person is actually now that's interesting. ICE agents do not have body cams, it seems like. So maybe he's just using this for his, purpose when he's going to make an arrest for interfering. This face is not the face of somebody that was just here, that was in the wrong place at the wrong time. This is the face of somebody that was here on purpose. This is the face of somebody that made this decision, guys. This isn't no incident. This isn't no, I don't even want to use the term, but this whole thing was intentional. Her up until that point was intentional. What happened afterwards clearly wasn't intentional, but up until this point is intentional. And this is the same issue that we have with a lot of people in our body cams, where they make the same dumb decision that she made. Why are you imposing on the law?
That's
Granted, she's way more calm. I mean, I guess more peaceful than the other one that's walking by the ICE agent.
That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later.
Okay, so clearly, come talk to us later. They don't know the law. They don't know. There was no talking later. Y'all was getting arrested, or at least the chick in the car, Renee was getting arrested. There was no talking to them later. That's the thing.
That's fine. U.S. citizen.
And there's a kid there that's seen this.
You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out.
And the officer told her to get out the car 3 times. Once again, when the officer tells you to get out the car, just get out the car. It's one thing if it was just a traffic stop and they're like forcing you to get out the car without any probable cause, but you clearly have interfered, obstructed with this investigation, with this arrest. Guys, I was hoping that this wasn't the case. And she backed up.
Get out of the car.
What'd she say?
Get out of the car.
Drive, baby, drive.
Good.
Interesting. Yeah. It's this officer's. I mean, he's probably gonna get relieved of his duties, but that's about it. I can definitely say that there's a possibility. There's a possibility because in the first video that we saw, we seen that he had pulled his gun out as she was reversing. If he, and you heard the collision, let's go back. You can hear the collision with him in the car. It wasn't like he slipped through. He got hit.
Get out of the car. Good.
So what I was going to say is that it may have been a possibility where it could have been a situation where if she didn't hit him, would he have still shot? Because he looked like he had his gun already pulled out. So maybe he, weirdly enough to say, got lucky and was slightly struck, in which would clear the case for the shooting to be justified. Or, sorry, not justified, self-defense. But at the end of the day, this wasn't a situation where it was an accident. They were here by accident, wrong place, wrong time type situation. The look on their face was, we did something to keep you from what you were doing. We didn't care what you had to say, and we're going to go about our business. And guys, and again, I'm going to bring this because I didn't get to say it too much last time. The difference between this is very similar with the situation with Charlie Kirk. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, Charlie Kirk is a different situation. Yes, it was a different situation because Charlie Kirk was killed when he actually committed no crime. Him being shot at was 1,000% a crime. 1,000%. Public execution, pretty much. What the person was doing was a crime. This is law enforcement and you're obstructing the investigation. That is a crime. That's a felony. These are felonies. These are charges. These are arrestable offenses, y'all. I don't know why people think that law enforcement they can't do nothing. And I don't want to say maybe it's the whiteness, the invincibility that white people think that they have. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know, because people haven't really said that in a while, that white people just think that they're invincible. Some, I'm not gonna say all, I'm gonna say some white people think that they're invincible and that nothing can touch them. That's not true by no means. If you're committing a crime, you're committing a crime, and you're going to get the same treatment as any other race, as any other person, and anything. You were told 3 times to get out the vehicle and you refused. So you for sure would have been arrested. You should have just accepted the fate and got arrested. But instead you tried to flee. And in the process was close to hitting an officer, thus making you trying to attack an officer. Us not really ever knowing if that was her intention, but the fact of the matter is that's what happened. You seen the officer was right in front of the car, and maybe you were trying to just dip off, and maybe her wheel didn't turn. She didn't turn her wheel quick enough to really dodge the officer. Maybe that could have been the case. But at the end of the day, the root cause was you committed a crime, a felony at that, and you should have just been easily arrested. But it escalated. That's highly unfortunate, y'all. But as always, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.